everybody, my name's Brooklyn.
My name's Tim.
And we're the Kittens. We are Disneyland foodies, self-proclaimed. We just got off our first ride of the day, Rise of the Resistance.
We're the only ones on the ride in our cart.
It was awesome. We felt like we had the whole thing to ourselves. And we are on our way to our first food of the day, Ronto Roasters, which is my absolute favorite, so we'll see you in a second.
Here we go.
This is the I'm gonna butcher the name, Milarun juice from Ronto Roasters right here in Galaxy's Edge. And then this is the Ronto morning wrap from Ronto Roasters. It's got your pork, sausage, hot dog basically, and pita bread. And it has like a peppercorn sauce and shredded cheese. I haven't had it in a year, but it's to die for. I'm the most excited for the juice, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that first. That's so good. It's super fruity. Honestly, first sip reminds me of like a Capri Sun. For some reason, it like brings me back to being a kid. It's really sugary, but at the same time, I feel like it's perfect to start my day with. It feels light, but sweet at the same time. It's not really like anything I've ever tasted before. But if you like pineapple juice and maybe dragon fruit, I don't know if that's what's in it. I was just too excited. I didn't even look at the ingredients. Okay. Let's go in for the Ronto morning wrap. Ready? Oh yeah.
What do you think?
It's better than I remember. The sausage is way more flavorful than I remember it being, but not like spicy. I can't do spicy. This is perfect for me. I definitely taste the pepperiness of it, but it's not like burning my throat. Eggs are perfect, fluffy, moist. The bread is perfect. It's like crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. The bottom's not soggy or anything. Love it. This is my favorite morning treat. #1 recommendation when it comes to breakfast. Get these two together, you will not be disappointed. Go to Ronto Roasters right now. The first bite is always different than the last one, so we decided we want to do some afterthoughts after each meal. Here are my afterthoughts on this one. Still amazing, obviously. The drink, the best way to describe it, green apple Jolly Rancher. Go eat a green apple Jolly Rancher. You want it in liquid form? This is your gal. She's so good. She's perfect. I'm obsessed with her. It brings me back to being a kid, truly. The morning Ronto wrap, though, we decided that peppercorn sauce is kind of like a peppery mayo. Love it. I said hot dog earlier. It really feels more like a sausage link. Very breakfasty. Perfect to start your day with. Really filling. It feels small. I feel like you could share it with a friend if you don't eat huge breakfasts. So I didn't even finish the whole thing, but that's because I don't eat huge breakfasts. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see where the rest of the day takes us.
We are in Frontierland next to the entrance of Thunder Mountain Railroad. And I have right here the breakfast chimichanga. Nothing better than a fried burrito. I also did get the green sauce just to see what it tastes like because I feel like that's a must. So I'll do my first bite without the sauce and then I'll dip it in the sauce and see how it is. That is really good. Let's try it with the green sauce this time. That green sauce is really good. It has very cilantro taste, almost like a pico de gallo type of flavor to it. I'm not sure if there's a meat in this or not, but so far that I think it's pretty good. I think they went a little overboard on the eggs. It just seemed like a lot to me. I felt like I only had 2 pieces of little tiny things of sausage and just a couple pieces of potato. And for me, what makes a breakfast burrito is the potato and the meat. So I would portion it, you know, a little differently. Still really good. Another thing I didn't like was it wasn't super crispy. There were like crispy edges, but for the most part, it just seemed like a wet bread almost, which isn't necessarily the best thing you want in the morning at Disneyland. One thing I did like about it was I was kind of scared that it was going to be super greasy. Just with chimichangas, you can get a little overboard on the grease, but this one didn't seem to be too crispy at all.
Too
So
greasy.
Overall, too greasy. Sorry. But overall, like, I liked it. I would definitely probably go for the Ronto wrap in the morning though over this.
Up next, we headed to Oga's Cantina in Galaxy's Edge. It was pretty loud in here, so that's why I'm coming to you with a voiceover. We just tried a few drinks, and they were all really fun. The first one was the Hyperdrive. It mostly just tasted like Powerade. The black cherry puree was pretty cool, but it wasn't our favorite. It kind of just tasted like a fancy sports drink. Next is our favorite out of the 3, the Cliff Dweller. Loved the really strong coconut flavor, and the carbonation from the ginger ale was awesome. Lastly, we got the Java Juice, which really just tasted like orange juice. It had this blueberry boba, but unfortunately we didn't get a boba straw, so it was almost impossible to get out. Wouldn't really recommend this.
Yeah, this is the chorizo pizza here at Pizza Planet in Tomorrowland. But it's got chorizo, it's got some potato slices on it, some cilantro, and they even threw some flowers in there as a garnish. So let's give it a try. That is really good. I had a big chunk of chorizo, and I love chorizo, so that first bite was really good. I like it a lot. Let's try some of the potatoes. I like that the potatoes are really thin, so it's not like an overboard on the potato. It's just a nice little add to the pizza. So, and they have some onions on there too, which adds a nice little flavor. So, really good. My final thoughts on it, it's not mind-blowing pizza, but it's just good pizza, honestly. It's not like it's super fancy, but it's just good. My one thought was that there wasn't a ton of chorizo on it. I think the first bite was the only chorizo I got, which is super disappointing, but I love the potatoes on there. I love the cilantro. Overall, like, I think it was just pretty good.
I love the pepitas.
Oh yeah, the
Little
pepitas
seeds.
were really good. So, I mean, if you just want a good slice of pizza, I think it's worth it.
Okay, I hope you can hear me. The Avengers show is going on right now, but I'm really hungry and I really want to eat this, so I'm gonna try to explain. This is the not so little chicken sandwich from Tim's Test Kitchen. It's one of my absolute favorites here. Obviously, it's a ginormous chicken sandwich, teeny tiny little bun. These tater tots are the real shining stars. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited. Let's dig in. I love that they give you a knife and fork to eat this because attempting to eat it as an actual chicken sandwich would probably be a nightmare. It's so crispy, crunchy. The breading is amazing. Yeah, just a little bit spicy, but not bad. Again, I hate spice. I can handle this. The flavor's really nice though. It's definitely a bit dry.
Not today.
It's not the most moist.
You know how this ends.
Should I eat a tater tot? I gotta have a tater tot. Ready? Perfectly crispy, but dewy on the inside. This music is exactly how I feel eating this tater tot. Magical. I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts on the chicken sandwich. Loved it. It's still gonna be a go-to of mine. I just wish it wasn't so tough to cut into, and I wish it was a little more moist. I'm a slow eater also, so I was out, and we're outside. It's a colder day today. I felt like it cooled down really fast. Tater tots were the saving grace. Those are amazing. Whatever they're putting on that, never stop. Yeah, I definitely recommend giving it a try and seeing if you like it. The chicken sandwich is one of my favorites.
This is New York's best at Shawarma Palace. We're on the Avengers campus. Let's give it a try. I'll do one without the sauce and then one with the sauce. Because they're fighting Black Widow.
You look like a fruits.
Yes, wash it on. It's really good. Yeah, that sauce is a need. I think it's a good little snack. I mean, I don't think it's big enough for a full meal, but maybe something if you're hungry in between. It's good. So got a little bit of spice to it. Nothing too crazy. I think most people can handle it. But overall, it's really good. Well, the more I ate it, the spicier it got. So my nose is a little runny now. It was really good though. I wouldn't say anything mind-blowing. It was basically just spicy chicken curry on pita bread. What I will say is that sauce really makes it. So make sure you dip it in that sauce. It's kind of a cucumber sauce that you would put on like a gyro. It helps balance that spice out and makes it really good.
Okay, this is one I've been looking forward to because I haven't tried it yet. And I've regretted it ever since the last time I was here, which was about a year ago. This is the Choco Smash candy bar. It's huge, even though it says bite size. It's been enlarged by Ant-Man. It has caramel, nougat, peanuts, chocolate, brownie, and dark chocolate. All of my favorite things wrapped up into one. This is gonna be a really cute bite. Let's see if I can get a little bit of everything.
Just do it. Shove it in your face. Yeah.
Oh, it was so much easier to bite than I expected it to be. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I've heard a lot of people call it like a giant Snickers bar. They're right, it tastes exactly like a Snickers. That's what this nougat is. It's like the middle of a Snickers bar. It's got the crunchy peanut, which adds an awesome texture, but this brownie at the bottom too. Oh my gosh, I love that the aftertaste is like peanutty, which is my favorite. I feel like there is chocolate all over my face because I just dug into that. It was amazing. Really, one of my favorite desserts that I've had at Disneyland. It's because it has everything that I love. I was really surprised at the peanut in it. I didn't expect it to be so peanutty. And I am a sucker for dark chocolate. Absolutely loved it. Loved the crunchy texture of the peanuts. That is a must get, must try. The only issue is it's too big and we shared it and still couldn't finish it. Maybe that's not an issue though because we wrapped it up nicely in napkins and we were keeping it in our backpack to have a little bit more later, and I'm super pumped. I feel like I get to eat it twice now today, so highly recommend. Love it.
This is the pork belly skewer from Bengal Barbecue in Adventureland. Just from looking at it, it seems very small.
A lot smaller than we
lot
expected.
It was $8, and so yeah, it's definitely on the small end. With that said, a lot of food items here are like 15 to 20 bucks, and so it's a cheaper thing if you're looking for a savory food, but still very small for $8. But it's got some pickled carrots on it as well as some cilantro. So let's try this out. That is really good. I really like it because when you think of theme park, you don't necessarily think of like barbecue, especially barbecue pork belly. And so it's kind of nice and refreshing to have something different. I also like the char on it. Like, it definitely tastes grilled, which is really good, and I really like it. That was really good. Honestly, I think I'm just surprised because this wasn't very high on our list of things to try. And so biting into it and just like realizing how good it actually was really awesome. I don't know if it's the best thing to get, like, or if I'm gonna really focus on getting it again just because there wasn't a large amount. And I don't know if I want to pay $8 for getting a really small amount of something. So if you have money to blow and want a really good snack, then I would definitely get this. We are back at Pizza Planet. I know, I'm disgusting. I need pizza again. But this time, I just got the original pepperoni. So, I know it's gonna satisfy and it's gonna be good, but let's give it a try and I'll tell you just in case. Exactly what I was hoping for. Just a good old pepperoni pizza. It satisfies. I'm happy. Life is good. The pizza turned out to be exactly what I was hoping for. It satisfied. What I will say is I wasn't a huge fan of the tomato sauce. Just didn't really, I don't know, get it the way that I wanted it to. Still really good. My recommendation though is if there's any way for you to order pizza outside of the park, I totally would. Just because that slice of pizza was $8.50 for one kind of small slice. Like I said, it satisfies. So if you can't leave the park, you're craving pizza, then come here and get it. You'll be happy. But if you can order it outside of the park, you'll get more for your more for the price and possibly satisfy more. Honestly,
This was not on my schedule of things to eat, but I walked past somebody eating it earlier today, and I've been dreaming about it all day. It is the chicken fusilli. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's spirally pasta with some big Parmesan cheese and like a creamy sauce with some sun-dried tomatoes and grilled chicken. It sounds like a lovely, like hearty, home-cooked meal after a day of like theme park food. So I'm really excited to give it a taste. Pasta is my absolute favorite. A little more tomatoey than I was expecting. The sauce is a little watery, but it's not bad at all. Pasta is like perfectly al dente. It's warm. It's comforting. It's pretty much exactly what I expected it to be. Nothing over the top, but pretty good. Don't mean to be a bummer, but if I'm being completely honest, that pasta was probably the worst thing I've had today. That doesn't mean it was awful. Like I said, it really does feel like more of a home-cooked meal. I really liked the sauce, and I actually really liked the tomatoes, the sun-dried tomatoes, and the big chunks of Parmesan cheese were really yummy. What they do is they have the pasta and they poured the sauce on top. So some of the pasta on the outside didn't get the sauce and it got really cold really fast. So I suggest mixing it really quick. It also comes with some grilled chicken, which I accidentally took a bite of the grilled chicken without the sauce on it, and it was terrible. It was so gross. So definitely mix up the sauce so that you don't have to eat just a plain piece of chicken, because that did not taste good. I'm not saying don't eat it if you're super into pasta like I am. This could be a great. There was a lot of food there, a lot of pasta. It's really filling, and it could even be a good dish to share with people. But flavor-wise and quality-wise, it's not the best thing you're gonna find in the park. But go try it, and you tell me.